Acorn and Cold got 52 eliminations and the victory royale in the opens of the duo FNCS, so let's look at some of their fights and how they were able to get so many kills. This team lands at Mega City and Cold starts off the action with a quick AR kill and finishes off the other teammate with his SMG. Moving on to the next fight, Cold pressures his opponent with his SMG and jumps to the side to get a shotgun shot. He then sees that his enemy is running out the back of his box, so Cold wraps around while perfectly tracking his opponent, allowing him to pick up the kill. Going on to the next fight, Cold looks to third party a different fight. He starts this third party by making sure he's on height and he quickly hits a shot and then he double edits down and wins the aim duel. This seems like a really bad play, but because he and Acorn have already taken the vault and the mythic shotguns from the vault, he knows that he can't be 200 pumped. And also, I saw a lot of comments in my Threats video that were saying, oh, Threats is only able to play like this because of his aim. And that's kind of the point. Aim is incredibly important, and being able to reliably hit shots is something you should train for. A lot of fights from this game are won like that, so I won't be covering them, but it is definitely important to understand the value in having crazy aim. Anyways, back to the fight. Cold then tries editing his enemy down and protects himself very well by quickly turning his wall into a peanut butter edit. This play doesn't work out as the player escapes, but it was a great idea. Cold then uses his ODM gear to chop out his enemy before sitting on a ramp to the left of his opponent where he grabs the wall and gets the kill. Going on to the next fight, Cold is pressuring his opponent and he is open peeking on a ramp from a tile away. From this position, he just waits for his enemy to open up his wall, and his enemy doesn't make a peanut butter edit correctly, and so this allows Cold to hold his crosshair on his enemy and get an instant kill. Acorn and Cold then find themselves in a 2v1 situation, so Cold just sits on a ramp on one side of the box with the shotgun out while Acorn pinches from the other side, allowing them to pick up a kill very quickly without the fight spiraling out of control. In this next fight though, Acorn actually goes down. This is mainly because Acorn tried to rush the fight and over rely on his aim despite having no health advantage. He made a peanut butter edit but was way too far back on his cone, which allowed his enemy to hit a max damage pump shot, taking him down. Cold was able to clutch out this fight though thanks to some great aim and abusing the ODM gear, and Acorn was quickly rebooted after this fight. Directly after rebooting though, Cold gets keyed while he is alone by a duo, and he 1v2s by capitalizing on the duo's over aggression. He lines up his crosshair, waits for his enemy to break the wall, and then perfectly times a shot in order to get the first kill, and then he turns the fight into a normal 1v1, which he then disengages from to help Acorn, who is being 2v1'd himself. He starts this new fight by hitting a huge shot and getting a full box onto his opponent. He edits this arch and then strafes to the left while he shoots in order to give himself a safe place to peek from and finishes off the kill. Moving on, Cold is being pressured by a player and he swings to the right to create a right shoulder peek, and he tries to elevate himself on a ramp but sees that his enemy is dropped right next to him. He reacts to this by placing a wall to block any potential shots, and then he edits a perfect edit to put himself behind cover and then peek again to hit a big shot. Cold then jumps on his enemy's wall, and when he places a stair in his box, he jumps onto his enemy's side and happens to catch him editing out, which allows Cold to pick up the kill. I know I said I wouldn't cover any more aim fights, but this one I had to show because although it is objectively let's just say a questionable play, he gets away with it because of his insane aim. Moving on to the next fight, Acorn uses his ODM gear to break out the other team's builds while Cold is ready to replace them, and this allows them to pick up 2 extremely quick kills. At this point, this team is in the endgame, and there isn't much to talk about here as this game is very dead. I wonder why, but they mostly just solo fragged and they relied on their aim until they finally won the game. This is how Cold and Acorn got 52 kills, and I can't wait to see them in finals. Wait, they didn't qual? I'm done.